Morning. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. People are
Good
coming on
morning.
here. Good morning. Good morning. All right. Me just admitting people here. Good morning, everyone. It's Tuesday morning. Man. All right. Let's see here. Let me just get people admitted. All right. Good morning. Good morning. I wish there was a way to automatically enable, let people in. It'd be easier. Uh, Kendra, I'm gonna let me see. Make co-hosts. Okay. I made you a co-host, Kendra. So
Okay.
in let's see here. I know it's 8:01. Hope you guys are having a great day so far. Um, we're going to cover actually today. I want to hopefully I get a few more people on here. I am recording this. I'm going to see how we can oh, here we go. All right, cool. All right, I see a bunch of people jumping in now here. Today I'm going to cover a little bit about rev share, and I have some a tip and some insight on just giving great service. I went to a Disney training this weekend, Walt Disney World. They do a training, corporate training for people, companies all over the world. I mean, they're renowned for their service and excellence, in what they do. And so they have an amazing training that I attended. Fortunately, the company that I work with the credit paid for it. And yes, I just want to pass on some of those nuggets because I think it's absolutely directly relatable to what we do, to being excellent as realtors. So I'm going to cover that as well. So I'll kind of hit two topics, and yeah, we in the end of our year 2021, it's time to really just spend this time focusing on how we can make ourselves better and improve, in the new year. Let's see here. All right, one person is joining, and then I'm gonna get started. Awesome. Okay, so welcome everyone. Good morning to our Power Start Your Day call. First, I would like to say I would love to, definitely increase the numbers on this call and share this information with others. So if you know other realtors on the team, you can have them join. I guess we could always, have somebody join if they know what the call is about. If they're not EXP, to get a flavor of what we do. Obviously, a lot of what we talk about is EXP centered, right? We talk about the tools and resources that we have because we want this call to be of value to you, so that you go, oh man, didn't know about that. Cool. One thing I can take today and move forward and add it to my, to my baggage, of resources and tools. So the first thing I would like to cover is, as you guys all know, this is recruiting season, right? And we all, for those of you that want to recruit, we should be talking to realtors all the time. But guess what? Other realtors are going to be calling you to be trying to recruit you as well. And the one thing that I'm going to say is that, it's interesting doing this for real estate for 20 years and being with EXP for 5 years. I've always looked at other business models, when it comes to real estate. And, this is something that I, quite honestly, I jumped on. Kendra and I were talking about this, and I know I'm a little bit different, but because I have more business experience, when I saw this, I look at things differently. So I said, man, this as a business opportunity, hands down, smashes anything else. And clearly that sounds kind of objective, but subjective, but it's really objective, because there's no real estate company in the world that's ever grown the way we've grown. I mean, to grow by 20,000 agents when you already have 50,000, that's amazing, right? So there is a reason why we can say we're the best. Now, that does not mean that people are going to recruit you, and that does not mean that people are going to leave, because people, if you think about it, we were not taught critical thinking in school. We were just taught how to be robots. I mean, quite honestly, our whole school system, education system was set up for us to just be employees. And so you guys have made that jump to get into real estate. But the truth is 95% of realtors are employee minded. We like to teach entrepreneurship, because if you're an employee minded realtor, you are going to die selling real estate. I mean, and that's just the facts. I mean, if you look at it, most realtors, they don't retire. They die literally still selling houses at 70 and sometimes 80 years old, right? It's very sad, but we are here to teach you guys how to be entrepreneurs. So we are going to continue to bring that value. So I want to give you information to try to learn how to think and, and process, because you have to learn how to make decisions. Most realtors are bouncing around. And you guys, I mean, and as I tell you these things, as you process it later, you're going to laugh, because it is absolutely hysterical to me. And it's kind of sad, really, in reality, of watching someone go from Remax to Keller Williams, or from Keller Williams to Century 21 to Berkshire to any of these franchises. Oh, one more person here. So guys, the business models that are out there, they are all the same. There is literally, and it's funny, people will say, oh, Remax has a difference from Keller Williams, has a difference from Century 21 and Berkshire and whatever, all the other Exit Realty. Guys, they are all the exact same. You are not going to create any wealth. You are not going to better your family by getting oh my God, what's your cap? Oh, your cap is 16. Well, ours is 12. Oh, really? Ours is 8. I don't care if your cap is 0. You are not going to get ahead in life by saving money on your cap. But this is the small-minded thinking of people. And I caution you guys to think that way, because you're like, oh, I'm really having it tough. If you're having it tough trying to manage that, divide that up by the month, right? If you save $10,000, right? Or just say 12,000, keep the math simple. You save $1,000 a month. Is that going to change your entire world and set up your family for generations and wealth, and you're going to retire off of $1,000 a month? No. So be careful of small-minded thinking, right? And that's how people recruit you. Oh, we can save you a couple of dollars over here. No broker is going to do you any favors, okay? The only way that you're going to get leads free, well, not free, the only way you're going to get leads is if you're going to pay for them. Oh, our broker gives us leads. Absolutely. And you're going to pay a hefty price for them, and you are going to be a very low paid employee, right? That's what it is. So think about this, guys. Be very careful of what's out there, because people are going to recruit you with all this sizzle and snap and all this, whatever you want to call it. It's like, it's a joke. Just be aware of that, and so what I wanted to do is be a little bit more specific, because, and I want to stop and say this too. If someone is just in this to make a few bucks, make a couple sales a year, they're doing something else as their focus, this is not it, then maybe EXP is not for that person. That is probably the one category of someone that EXP is not for. Because if you are building real estate as a career, it absolutely doesn't make any sense to be anywhere else, because of the fact that you're building stock, because of the fact you have the ability to build a revenue share, right? And then an additional income. But I want to share my screen right now to give you something specific, because this one really it's really sad that people would even move to a company like this. And again, I'm not trying to be negative about a specific company. It's just a business model, no offense. But I want to share something with you, because there's a company out there. We say that we're one of the only companies that does revenue share. And so there is one company that shares some money, and it's called Exit Realty. And so again, I want to provide you guys value, let you know what's out there. You need to be knowledgeable. And so Exit has a plan where, man, at first it can sound really amazing, right? You get 10% on your first level. Sounds great, doesn't it? Well, oh boy. If you look at my numbers, and I don't know, are you guys seeing my screen? Oh man, let's see here.
Yes, we are.
All right, thanks. I don't know what happened. Oh man, 1 second. What screen did I just get to? Okay. I want to show you, where is my, okay, there it is. I want to focus on the wheel, the circle with the different shades of blue where it says 561 and you see my different levels. If I were at Exit, I would be in trouble, like financially. I would not have this, 23,000 on my right side and the 17,100 coming this month. Why is that? Because I have 55 people on my first level. If I was at Exit, I would only get paid on those 55. I would not get paid on the 95 people on my second level, the 93 people on my third level, the 90 people on my fourth level, or the 70 on my fifth, or the 104 on my sixth level. where I'm getting up to $2,000 a year on those agents. So it's funny because, we had some people leave, a couple of people leave. I was be honest with you, there's no shame in it. It happens because people do not know how to make decisions. They do not know how to make business decisions for sure if they've not been trained. And so when I see someone do that, I know that they're not knowledgeable about business. This right here will prove to you that that would be an incredible, massive loss, and that right there speaks volumes. Okay. When you build a business, you want to build something. That's why people join EXP. Why is it that brokers are leaving? Why is it that Bob Mangold, who was the #1 fastest growing franchise owner, owned 2 or 3 of them, he left Exit to come to EXP, and now he's living a lifestyle of total freedom because he's making 3 to 4 times with no office, no responsibility, no management, just passive total income. So the key is, and here's the underlying thing that I'm going to tell you. You guys, whenever you're looking at anything in life, when it comes to business success, make sure that you are following someone who has fruit on the tree and not just blowing smoke. Okay, because that's what a lot of people do. Everyone's like, oh, this is the best, and this is the greatest. And then next thing you know, they're in another deal next week. Why is that? Because they weren't really making money. That's the deal. And yeah, it can be challenging, but you got to take your time. You got to watch, you got to look. And that's why I show people, this is not to brag. Absolutely not. It's to be transparent, and people appreciate it because they don't know what to believe. People have literally said, yeah, it's like people tell you these things. You don't know which way to go. You don't know what's true and what's not true, but I really appreciate you being transparent. And I hear that almost all the time when I do my presentation. So, and that's why I show you guys, but I wanted to illustrate that because it's really, it's unfortunate because people they get taken by the fast talkers and the smooth salespeople, right? To get people on board to their thing. So I just wanted to share that with you. And if you have any questions on that, and I want to, before I go into the last point about some of the Disney tips that I got, if you guys ever have a question, of course, I'm going to be biased because I'm with the company, but I am a business person. I can give you perspective. So before you were to leave, because you guys are all going to be recruited right now. I mean, I'm getting texts and emails and calls all the time right now. Just call me and I can bounce some stuff off you. You can take it or leave it. I mean, obviously I can't twist your arm and lock you down. I just want to give you advice to be able to make sure that you are thinking about all the angles to make your best decision. EXP is an amazing place. I hope you guys are taking advantage of all the resources. We'll continue to remind you of those as we go on so that you know that you're in the right place and we want you to succeed. We want this year to be amazing. So again, if you have any questions on that, give me a call. But this Disney training was amazing. And what they talk about service at the highest level. You need to be thinking about everything that's going into that experience. Remember this. Your clients are not just people that you're just going to get a commission from. You have to look at them as a lifetime client, which means that you need to provide them an experience and provide them tons of value. And we have all done it. I've all just got mechanical, right? Jump in the car, show them the house. All right, cool, great. Well, I'll call you later if you have any questions. If you're interested, give me a call. Boom, boom, boom.
Which one you want to take? Want to take both of these or just
someone
one?
got unmuted. So what you want to do is think about the experience. Disney World thinks about everything. It's funny. They said, people have wants needs. And so you want to take care of their need. You want to get them a house, right? You're trying to show them a home, whatever, or sell their home. But what are their wants, right? You want to really know, you want to get to the bottom of really what they're wanting, and you want to give them an experience. So it's a combination. So for example, Disney World said, well, shoot, when people come to the park in the summer or in the heat, it's very hot. They need to be hydrated. That's a need. Okay, provide water that they can buy, they can purchase. Well, then they're saying, well, yeah, that would be great. But some people like cold water. They don't like warm water or lukewarm water. Okay, yeah, that's great. But then there's other people that like ice cold water, but then they also like ice cold flavored water because some people honestly don't like the taste of water, right? So they need a cold beverage that'll keep them hydrated, but also give them some flavor. Disney World has to think about all these things to make sure that they're providing everything possible to the masses so that they are inclusive of everyone, right? They hang up Christmas decorations. When they design this certain area, they want to be able to decorate it at the holidays at Christmas time with garland and hanging it. Well, you can't hang garland if you only have one set of poles, right, on one side of the street. But when they did it, they didn't want poles on the other side of the street full time because it just didn't work with their setup. So guess what they did? They have temporary poles they put up during the holiday season. But imagine this, if they stored those poles with the other decorations, those poles would be looking new, while the poles that are out in the rain and the weather would look weathered, right? They'd look different. So they now have to store the decorations so they look fresh and clean inside the storage, but then the poles they leave outside so that they weather, and those people get an experience. It feels like they were already there. And you're saying, how does that relate to real estate? Right? And the point is paying attention to details, giving people that full experience. So have you guys ever, have you ever done this? Your clients, you're taking them out to show houses, and have you ever brought them their favorite coffee so that they have something to drink when they're going to look at houses, and they feel like, wow, this person really cared about me. This person brought me my favorite coffee. Every time we go to show a house, they bring me a coffee. Or if they know I'm bringing my children, they have some candy for my children, or maybe a water or something, a beverage for them to drink. Or if it's a hot summer day, you're bringing ice cold water. You have a cooler in your trunk that has some drinks in it, right? These are just some small things to give that person the experience. Have you ever sent your client maybe a video? Let's say, hey, we're going to see houses today. Just wanted to say, I'm looking forward to seeing, 123 Elm Street and 84 Main Street today. Looking forward to seeing you today. We're going to have a great day of showings, blah, 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 something like that. Do something different. Give people an experience. And we can talk about and share some things on another day, because I know we're running out of time. But I just wanted you to think about this. Every client you have, imagine if you give them that experience, they are never going to leave to go to another agent. They are never, when they go to sell that home again, they're going to remember the experience that you gave them, right? So these are just some things. And again, next time maybe we can share some things. And if you guys have any right off the top of your head real quick, we got 2 minutes. If you have anything that you've ever done that you feel like gives your clients that experience that's over and above, maybe you can share those last things as we end the call. But I just wanted you to think about that. How can you provide the best experience in excellence so that your client knows that they are number one priority in your world? You will never lose them. And the lifetime value of a client is insane. You should just do some math on that. If you had a book of clients of even 20, and those people bought houses from you every 5 to 7 years for the next 10, 15, 20 years, what would that look like in commission to you, right? And repeated business where you don't have to go find it. It's just there. So hopefully that was helpful for you guys. If you have any questions on, EXP or the model, or any questions on when you're being recruited and they're throwing all these amazing things at you, I'd love to share, some insight on that. And if you guys have any tips on sharing your experiences with your clients, we can do that before we leave. All right. Well, hey, think about it. Bring some ideas to the table, guys. I think that would be really exciting for us to maybe share those. And as they come up, we can even make that a part of our call. Hey, I just thought of this new thing that I'm going to do with my clients to make sure that I'm giving them that best experience and being the best realtor in the world, right?
Hey, Tony, good morning. It's
Hey,
Bob.
Bob.
Hi,
Hey,
team.
Bob.
Hey, good morning. It's good to hear from you, Tony, and thank you so much for being transparent. I've got a quick question. I realize that some of these are being recorded, and that's great. And I'm the kind of animal that likes to review this later. Is there a way that we can get access to a couple of these recordings?
Yes, you reminded me. Yep, we just started recording these recently to make sure. We got to figure out where to house them. So that's something I guess we need to figure out if we're going to get a private YouTube channel. So I guess we need to work on that. Technology is not my thing. I don't even have a YouTube channel myself, but need to get that. That's something that, yeah, Bob, please remind me. I will get this recording. Let's see. Maybe I'll find a way to email it right now. And then in the meantime, and then we can figure out a place we can get it on a YouTube channel or somewhere that people can go back and review them.
Okay, cool. Thanks. I can help you set up that YouTube channel.
All right, cool. Awesome. Maybe we'll do that for our group. So that way people can go back and watch these, especially when we hit certain specific topics that are of great value. So, okay. Appreciate that, Bob. Thank you for your contribution, and you guys go out, make it a great day. Let's, hey, it's holiday season, build relationships, man. Even if there's not a lot of houses being sold during this time, it's a great time to let people know what you're doing. I know people are going to holiday parties right now. You're meeting people all over. Make sure you tell them what you do. Don't assume they know. They probably don't. They don't remember. People are caught up in their own world. You need to promote. You are a marketer. That's the number one thing we do as realtors. And that's where people make the mistake. We have to market ourselves so that people know who we are constantly, right? That's why they do commercials. We all know McDonald's is there, but they put a commercial for it, right? So you got to be able to, keep marketing yourself. All right, guys, appreciate all you guys. Have a great one. If you need anything, please reach out. Have a great day.
Have a great day.
Have an awesome day.
Yes, yes. You too.
You too,
Let's
Tony. Have a
work.
great one.
Great
Thanks,
call.
guys.
All right,
All right.
guys. Let's get it.
Yes.